Hello. 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 I wanted to jump on here today because I just had a conversation with a prospective client, and he embodied every single reason why I created the Mind Body Initiative. Because there are some major holes in Western medicine and in rehab. And every point that he touched on were points as to my whys that helped me create my online program that helps people learn how to better take care of their bodies. And so I wanted to tell you a little bit about this conversation and all the things that came up that just made me so grateful for my experience that I've had navigating my own healing journey, and grateful for understanding the really important places or things that people really need to understand so that they can better heal their bodies. So I had a conversation with this man, and he has been struggling with some really significant post-operative issues. And so he had some surgery on his kidneys because originally he was having some problems with kidney stones that ultimately turned into issues with him walking down the line. And we talked about a lot of things, and one of the big things that we kept coming back to was that he had a lower back injury. And this lower back injury was preventing him from being able to live the life that he wanted. He could no longer do the things that he loved and enjoyed. He can no longer hike, and he can no longer run, and he can no longer do these things because there's been so many holes in his rehab process. And when we talked about this, and when I talk about this with any client that brings up lower back issues, I ask them a couple of very specific questions. And what was made clear to me was that nobody was working with him on his breath. Nobody was working with him on strengthening his core properly and strengthening his intrinsic core. This does not mean sit-ups and crunches. That is not strengthening your core. If you are doing sit-ups and crunches, please stop right now, because they are not going to support you. They are going to create more potential for damage to your spine, both your lumbar spine, your cervical spine, your thoracic spine too, the entire thing. Sit-ups and crunches are not good for your spine. So if you're looking to strengthen your core, there's a lot better ways that you can do so rather than sit-ups and crunches. So number one, stop. So we talked about sit-ups and crunches to be something that he stops doing in all of this core strengthening that he has been recommended by practitioners to carry out and to do. Okay. So there's been no breath work. He has issues with his kidneys, which means that he's having problems detoxing. It means that he's having problems getting rid of toxic waste products. There might be some lingering anger and some lingering emotions that need to be targeted, because past trauma plays a huge role on your organs. When we have emotions, when we have traumatic experiences, ultimately that creates a frequency that resonates through our body, that changes the way that our cells act and react, which then changes the way that our body works and functions. It changes our biochemistry and the chemical reactions happening within. So that is a really important piece to working through any pain, any injury, any chronic disease problems, any chronic diseases, any chronic issues. It's really, really important to make sure that you're targeting the trauma and the response to that trauma. Okay? Your body holds on to this. Your body holds on to these experiences. It holds on to these trapped emotions. And what's wild is that your body can remember these in a movement pattern. So you might be going through a particular movement pattern throughout your day that all of a sudden stimulates the sympathetic response that puts your body in fight or flight, which is then going to continue spiraling into that chronic pain, chronic symptoms, whatever it is that you're struggling with right now. Trauma and emotions play a huge role in this. Okay? And so if your practitioners are not recommending that you work with a mental health professional or are not asking you deeper questions to support you in some of the emotional healing, you're going to really, there's going to be holes in this rehab process. I asked him what he was doing for rehab and for movements and for strength. And he was telling me that the big thing that all the doctors keep telling him is that he needs to strengthen his glutes. Well, it's not just the glutes that are going to support you with lower back pain and symptoms, okay? There's a lot of things. What's going on with your feet? Your feet play a huge role. What's going on with your hips? Are your femurs able to internally rotate and externally rotate? Are you creating stability in your lumbar spine for your pelvis to work properly on, for your legs to move properly under? There's so many things here that go into healing your body. And so many of these things are overlooked by general practitioners and by general physical therapists and by general Western medicine. And please don't get me wrong. This is not a shot on Western medicine. Western medicine has a huge role. They are great for acute problems. But when it comes to chronic healing or chronic issues and healing from chronic issues, we are really, really struggling. We have a system that continues to keep us sick. We have a system that does not teach us how to be aware of our body. We have a system that does not teach us how to support our freaking brains and our emotions and our past experiences. We have a system that doesn't teach us how to fucking breathe. That's a problem, man. That is a huge problem. This is why I have literally dedicated my life to this. Whew, I'm getting emotional today. I've literally dedicated my entire life to this. Why? Because I've been through it myself. I know what it's like to have chronic pain. I know what it's like to have part of your organs removed. I know what it's like to have your entire body cut open and then to have somebody say, hey, goodbye, good luck, and then have no rehab after the fact. I was 16 years old when I had a tumor the size of an orange removed from my pancreas. And they also removed part of the organ with it. They cut me open, sewed me up. I was given no rehab. I put myself in the pool and rehabbed myself at 16 years old. That sucked, man. And the amount of struggle that I went through to figure out what the hell I needed to do for my body to heal myself, to reduce my pain. Because not only did I then end up with extreme back pain, but I had frustration, I had aggravation, I had anger, because I wasn't the same. And I felt like there was no support and there was nobody to help educate me as to what I could do to take care of my body. You're right. Nobody teaches us this stuff. Guys, this is literally, again, why I've dedicated so much of my life to creating the Mind Body Initiative. This is a program that is not just here to offer you support and to answer your questions, but to help you understand how the hell to take care of yourself, how to be aware of your mind and how to be aware of your body, how to be aware of what your body is saying to you, how it's communicating with you. It teaches you why the emotions are important and how to start working through those emotions on your own. It teaches you how to breathe properly. It teaches you how to find calm and the importance of being present. Because if you're trying to heal and you're stressed out about all of the things that might happen in the future, all of the things that aren't happening right now, if you're focused on the things that happened to you that created the problem, you are just continuing to spark that sympathetic response. You are continuing to put your body in this stressed place, in a stressed mode where you cannot heal. If you're stressed, if you're anxious, if you're angry, if you're struggling with these emotions that are bogging you down, your body is not ever going to heal. And that is a problem. And I want you to understand what you can do to reduce your pain, what you can do to reduce your inflammation, what you can do to support your scars, man. See this guy here? It's pretty big. Nobody taught me how to take care of it. Nobody taught me how to support it. Nobody taught me how to touch it. If there is a crying baby in the room, what do? You grab it. You hold it. You caress it. You rock it. You fucking calm it down. And we don't teach people how to do that for themselves. We teach people how to do it for babies. We teach people how to do it for others, but we don't teach people how to do it for themselves. And your scars play a huge role in your pain. If you're having lower back pain specifically, which lower back pain, there's so many things that can impact it, from your gut health to your inflammation, right? To your mindset, to like if you have disc herniations, what's happening and why is that happening? Again, is your movement playing a role here? How are your joints moving? Does your body feel safe? Do you feel safe in your life? Because man, if you're not working with these, if you're trying to heal, if you're trying to improve your performance, if you're trying to be happier and live a better lifestyle, you got to think about this shit. You have to think about the importance and meditation, the importance of sleep, the importance of eating well, the importance of thinking well, the importance of loving on yourself, the importance of listening to your body, the importance of moving better. You have to understand what negative thinking does to your body. You have to understand how these emotions play a role in how your cells react and respond. And for this client that I was just speaking to, or this potential client that I was just speaking to, man, like my heart goes out to him because I get it. Like I know what it's like to feel so let down by your doctors. I know what it's like to feel so lost. I understand, like, I get the struggle, man. And it's not just back pain, it's fucking everything. Autoimmune disease, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, chronic migraines, shoulder pain, all of the stuff. Like, you go to rehab and they're not usually teaching you all of these things. If you have back pain and you go to rehab and they don't teach you how to breathe and how to build intra-abdominal pressure, walk out that damn door. Because if you are not receiving these lessons, if you are not receiving the support, if you are not building your awareness of all of these things, you are doing a huge disservice to yourself and you're wasting your time. Learn how to do it. Like, you deserve this information. This took me so long to find. It took me such a long time to understand, like, how to support myself. And I'm finally just getting to a place after years and years and years of work where I can be fully present in my life. And I can heal my pain when it comes about rather than sit with the pain for weeks on end. I know how to move functionally to support myself and my body. Because I've learned how to be aware of what I need, and I learn how to love myself and how to love my body. And it feels so good. And I felt for this man today because I know what it's like to be in his shoes. And it all started with a surgery on his organ. I wish somebody took me back when I was 16 and said, what the hell happened over the last 16 years that led to you having a problem with your organ? Because it's going to start here. It's going to start with your emotions. It's going to start with your mindset. It's going to start with what you believe and how you support yourself with that belief. You can heal yourself. Your body was literally designed to do that. Your body was literally made to do all of these things. And when you can become aware of these tools and when you can learn them, healing doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't. I hate to break it to you. It happens with time. Healing takes time. But when you have these tools and when you know how to use them and when you can apply them in any situation that comes about, not only are you feeling more empowered over your own body and over your own healing journey, but you're able to heal so much better. And you deserve that. You deserve those tools. And this is why I have put so much time and energy and effort into creating an incredible program that helps people just like me and just like you that want to learn how to treat this and how to optimize this and how to take care of this. You should have these tools. You should know these tools. This is stuff that should be taught in elementary school, man. Like, why are we not being taught how to meditate? Why are we not being taught how to meditate in kindergarten? Why are we not sitting in a circle and breathing in kindergarten? Man, childhood is stressful. I don't care what you say. I don't care how great your parents are. Childhood is fucking stressful. And our childhood paves the way for what happens to us later on in life. It paves the way for how we feel, how we act, how we respond, how we treat the people around us, how we treat our fucking selves, man. I don't usually swear on social media. I try not to. But man, like, this stuff hits home. And like, I want you to have these tools. And when you have these tools, you can literally do anything, and you can feel as though you have the power to heal anything. You are forever a kid. You really are. It's true. So this is where the Mind Body Initiative came from. My program is 16 weeks. It has both group and one-on-one coaching options. And it has over 16 modules and hours and hours and hours of videos and content, and all of this stuff that I'm talking about now, it's all in there. And you get access to it, and you get to keep access to it, because I want you to have these tools. I want you to have them for the rest of your life. And I want you to teach your kids this. I want you to teach them how to think better. I want you to teach them how to live better. I want you to teach them how to feel better. I want you to teach every single person around you in your life. Because the ripple effect happens with you, and it starts with you. Because the education system is not supporting us with this. And that's where your job needs to come in. You want to change the world? Change it with your freaking knowledge. Change it with your goddamn awareness. Because you can, and you have the power to do that. And again, this is where my baby came from. This is where the Mind Body Initiative came from. It came from the lack of support. It came from the lack of these tools, and it came from the lack of control over my body and over my health. And you don't deserve to live in lack. You don't deserve to live in loss. You deserve to live in gain. So, I'm here for you. I get it. I fucking get it, man. It's hard, and it's even harder without the tools. So, if there is a way that I can support you, if you're interested in learning more about the Mind Body Initiative, if you want to talk more about how you can better support yourself and heal your body and move better, please message me. Because as much as this is my job and this is what I do, I'm here because I want you to do it too. I'm here because I literally want to change the world. I want to change how people think, how people live. And the only way I can do that is by giving this to you and you spreading the magic. I want to empower you. Our medical system disempowers you. They take that control away from you. Super true. Truth waves. High vibrating frequencies. That's what heals us. That's how we support ourselves. That's how we will literally heal a world that's suffering and struggling right now. And I'll tell you, autoimmune disease is going to continue to skyrocket. After an entire year of people living in fear and being alone, do you really think that we're going to come out of this over the next 10 years healthy? Fuck no. So get ahead of it. Get ahead of your health. Get ahead of your life. Learn the tools to support yourself, your friends, your family, and everybody else that you come into contact with. And I promise you, it will be the best thing that you've ever learned. It will be the best information that you've ever gained. Again, I'm here for you. I have so much love in my heart for every single person that follows me, that engages with me, that reaches out to me. You inspire me to continue doing what I'm doing. Because it's not about me, it's about you. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening. Please, if there's any way I can support you, reach out. Let's talk. I'm here to help. I'm here to support. And I'm here to ultimately just help you help yourself. If you've ever invested in a personal trainer, I promise you, I will 10 times up that experience. Because the tools that you gain from me and the tools that you take from the Mind Body Initiative, they're things that you will not find anywhere else. You won't find someone that delivers things, that delivers this information in the way that I do with love, support. Because I never want you to feel the way that I did. So, this video's been long enough. I think I've dropped enough swears today. Ask me about the Mind Body Initiative. If you're ready to change your pain, if you're ready to change your life, if you're ready to gain the knowledge and awareness that you need to support yourself and to change your own health and to give your body back the power to heal itself, I'm here for you. The Mind Body Initiative is here for you. I'm just finishing up the last couple of weeks with this current round of students, and the messages that they've been sending me and how I've been such a great support system in them changing their life has literally filled me with so much gratitude. And I want you to have that experience. I want you to have control over your body, and I want you to know how to support yourself. That's where I come in. So I love you. I'm here for you. Send me a DM. Let's talk about how we can get you on track and on a path to better health, reduced pain, a stronger body, a stronger mind, because that's what I do. And I hope that I can support you in optimizing those parts of your life. So I love you. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend and have an amazing day.